Because at the end of the day, it's going to come down to one of two ways. Life or your life. You know, that's the whole analogy of Jesus. That's the whole analogy of the sacrificial lamb, right? They say it take one perfect man to reinstill the perfection, the imperfection that bled into humanity with that sin, brother. Yeah, we are perfect, brother. You don't need to be perfect. Natural is perfect enough. Balanced. Perfect balance. We are imbalanced in that we are imperfect. Yes. And so it took another man to make up for another man's sin, because Eve supposedly sinned. But without him, it would have been just her that sinned. It's the whole point. Yes? It's the way the story goes in whatever book you got. That's not a reference to the actual physicality and physiology, as well as the kinetic, as well as kinetic science behind the actual reality. I won't say the actual reality, but the actual relevance. Okay? The actual regulation. Okay? The actual application, right? It's all about, it's a moral structured sort of it's a moral instruction of a conscious effort towards goodness, right? And that's what you equate with perfection. When you think of perfect, you think angelic, you think righteous, you think sinless. When you think perfect, you don't think healthy. That's what I think about when I think about perfect. I don't think about sinning. If I feel it and I want to do it, how it could be a sin if I want to do it and I ain't made to do the shit? But that's what that book is supposed to be explaining to you, yes? And that's where Jesus come in, no? Well, it's gonna come down to one thing or the next, man. What matters most to you. You know what I mean? Because we in the mix. We absolutely in the mix. And there's some devilish shit going on. Okay? Some bestial activities occurring on the regular. Because see, when you are unaware, when you are unfocused, okay? When you are unconnected or disconnected from, when you are unassociated, when you are unfamiliar with that spiritual essence, that balanced, the other side of yourself, which is the spirit, which is that moral conscience of the conscious, which is consciousness in itself, which is actual intelligence, it is intelligent and alive on its own. Before you designate it and direct it towards whatever sorts of thinking process or sorts of calculating that you're doing for whatever sort of effect that you are interested in achieving or realizing or experiencing. It's already alive. It's already intelligent. It's intelligent in itself. That's how they can even talk about artificial intelligence. Right? If a brain make you intelligent, then how you gonna have anything that's intelligent without having a brain? Because intelligence is already alive in itself. Right? Your brain is just your connection to it. It's your configuration and compartmentalizing of it. You know what I'm saying? Because what you decide leads to what you perform, and what you perform leads to what then signaturizes, what then imprints upon your makeup, your signature. You know what I'm saying? Your DNA, for one, nigga, for your actual soul, your soul canvas. This is all a canvas, my nigga. right? And you can, yes, as an artist, man, you should have a collection. You should have a collection of phone collections. And what does that take? That take walls, nigga. That take galleries, nigga. You can have a full factory full of, you know what I mean? Full of pieces, full of your collection of canvases. Yes, but you still gonna need a gallery so as to display that. Yes. So what is the canvas? The canvas is in fact your imagination. Is your imagination, right? You take your imagination, you can think of anything, right? You can think of anything. You can think of everything. It doesn't take being aware of what's possible to make something possible. To make something possible, right? Now, the fact that you have done it made the actual existence of it possible, but the potential of it already exists in itself. Yes, and that it would be done, and that it could be done, and that it was done, or is, or will be done, or could be done, right? If it's impossible to do, then there's no potential for it. But see, that's the point I'm making. Even when it is possible at the moment, anything is possible, cuz everything is possible. Is the part, right? And that is your gallery. You know what I mean? Those are the walls of that gallery. Whatever it is possible is possible. But once it's done, then that shit done. It has now signaturized, nigga. You done threw your autograph on the bottom of that performance. And it's now in your gallery of possibilities, nigga, which are now past the point of potential, okay? Because even a possibility is still a possibility after it has manifested. It's still a possibility that has been manifested, right? You feel me? What is a possibility that has now fucking taken place? It's called reality is what it's called. It's now a reality. It is now an existing item of life, of history, nigga, of the universe. You feel me? An existing entity, nigga. It is a reality, nigga. It is reality. It is truth. It is actuality, nigga. That has been performed. Perfection, yes? As far as life in itself, right? It's generating, it's active, yes, it is growth, but it's also transformation. Okay? To grow is to transform, right? Perform, transform, yes? Okay, now in your performance, you are transforming from one form into another form. From the potential realm into the possible realm, right? Now, what is the potential of a possibility? Now, that's another math in itself, right? Start with a P2. Fuck, if I was to sit here and think about it, I could probably put it to you, right? As far as the ratio, as far as the square root, when you multiply possibility towards potential, yes? Potentiality and possibility, right? What is the determining factor of how possible the potential of something is, right? It's probability, yes. That is the curve of probability, okay? How possible something is and the potential for it, yes? Because even though it's possible, it may not be, you know what I mean? Impressive. It may not be, you feel me, preferred, nigga. And so its probability of manifesting, of being performed or transformed into the realm of reality, from possibility, from potential, through performance, by probability, right? Because the probability of something increases the closer it is to its performance, yes? It starts at zero when you ain't even realize that it's even possible to be done. But there are performances that you perform that nigga that happen before you think to do it, before you even think about thinking about doing it, before you even realize you're doing it or that you did it. Right? And that's that imagination, that's that envisioning, right? Because you can envision and you can imagine, yes? Now what's the difference between those two English words? Well, etymologically speaking, you got the word vis, yes? Followed by the prefix in, which starts with not an in, but an en, just like enthusiastic or encouragement, yes? But then you have incorrigible, which starts with an in, or you have a incorruptible, yes? Which starts with the in, which means the same thing as I am. Not. It's like impossible, right? Or improbable, yes? But why would you use I am? Well, see, you're supposed to know that. I'm supposed to tell you. This is life, nigga. This is how you connect your ideas, nigga, your intentions, your preferences, nigga. This supposed to be common knowledge, like the back of your hand. You supposed to know this is better than you know your ABCs as far as why is I am and I in. Why not know and be familiar with, well acquainted with? There's plenty of time by the time you get to writing anything, before you write by the time you done wrote all that you could write within a 3-year period after learning with words to write. Nigga, you supposed to know the very difference between I am and I am. Right? I mean, it's like you gotta be able, that's the whole point. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna come down to that. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? What are you doing? Are you sure that's what you're doing? Why are you sure? Why are you sure? You have to answer these questions first before you do anything more. Because really, more of less is worse. It's worse than collecting, deciding, being sure before you continue. You understand? Right? And you could do that at the same time. You can be deciding as you're doing. Of course, that's going to take away from the intensity. It might decrease the impact, right? That might reverse some of the probability of its perfect performance, of its ideal, preferred sort of the fucking manifestation, modulation, right? So at the same time, though, like, as you do, you learn. You feel me? The best way to learn is to teach. Anybody actually doing shit know that. Oh ass nigga. What is it that you're doing? If you ain't even teaching what you do, cuz you ain't even learned it completely, cuz. You's a hoe. That's what you doing. You hoeing, nigga. You ain't doing shit, nigga. You hoeing, nigga. You need to put an H on that D. Trick. You's a hoe. That's what you doing. You hoeing. That's what you. You're not doing shit unless you teaching, nigga. So at least until you teaching, you ain't doing nothing but hoeing. Boy. The best way to learn something is to teach it. The best way to learn something is to teach it. And it's fine, you can do what you want to do, but don't play with work, cuz. Don't play with work. I'm being open, my nigga. I'm gonna give you the raw because that's the beauty. I mean, the beauty is ugly, nigga. Okay, the truth is repulsive, bro. Okay, but a lie ain't beautiful. The truth is ugly, but a lie ain't beautiful, guys. A lie is just an imitation of the truth. So not only is it ugly, cuz it's fake is what it is. It's camouflage, disguise. It's just as ugly, cuz. But you just can't even see it. You reacting to something that's not even the situation, cuz. And the lie, the non-existence, right, is sitting up laughing behind the mask at your ass. She or he or whatever, it ain't even a she or a he, it's just a it, right? It get to see what you would do if what you believe is real was real, nigga. It's all the way backwards, and now you in it. So what are you teaching at that point? You feel me? What are you learning at that point? You feel me? I'm not on your case, my nigga, but at the same time, like, why are you sure? What makes you so sure, bro? Unless God told you herself. Okay? Because I'm gonna keep it 4,000% with you. God told me herself. Now, you can call me delusional all you want, kid. But the reality is the reality, bro. You can see it. You can hear it in my voice. You can see it in my face, nigga. You can look at the beauty of it in my work, nigga. Right? And I'm not trying to tell you I'm better than you or you need to do what I'm doing. At least don't be lying, though, good. At least don't be lying, though, good. Okay? At least be sure is what I'm saying. Am I sure? You can never be 4,000% sure. However, that's all the more reason not to act like you know what you're doing. Especially you not even teaching. And you're supposed to know that you don't know as much as you could know. Because you won't know as much as you need to know to say that you know unless you show, brother. Okay? Now there's a way to do that, right? Without it being obvious to whoever else may be looking with the wrong intention or with the improper understanding or association, assessment, yes? But that's that area, right? I'm speaking on general, I'm speaking on universal, encompassing exchange, right? I'm talking about energy. I'm talking about, you feel me? I'm talking about base energy, bro. I'm talking about everyday life is what is the conversation, right? It's what is the discussion, is what is the presentation. And anything you hear me saying, otherwise, you ain't gonna hear me saying it. You can see it in a drawing. You can see it. You can hear it in some of my bars. You feel me? Right? You can ask her about it, to be honest. Okay? As far as everyday life situations, though, that's something that don't change for nobody. We all here living on the same planet. Yes, I mean we all have the same assignment, which is to serve the earth firstly. We work together to do that. Otherwise, we're working against each other. Yes. So that's one place to start. That's a stage for this performance, yes? Which nothing is perfect, but it is at least natural, and the natural is perfect enough, I'm gonna say and reiterate too. Yes? What's perfect other than balanced? Yes? And balance is not one-sided. Don't feel like perfect is spotless. It's pure, right? You feel me? You can be purely evil, nigga. Right? Pure in itself is not necessarily spotless or completely sinless. You feel me? Sin is another situation. Sin is merely to miss your mark. The word sin in itself means to do anything without faith. It's to take any action without faith. In reality, faith in purpose, faith in your own purpose, you feel me? In balance. Yes, that's sin in itself. The very actual etymology, the source core for sin in its Hebrew, inception in the creation of it, because it also means to miss the mark, right? Right? But the transliteration, its evolution, its then application in different ways that it was termed and stated, is connected also to anything without faith. Yes? Now, you can Google it if you like for now, until they start charging us for Google. Why would they not end up charging you for Google? Who finna stop them from charging you? And at that point, nigga, where your PDS at, nigga? Because nigga, we out here teaching. Yeah, I'm thugging too, my nigga, but look, it's a right and wrong way to thug too. You know what I mean? It's a correct and incorrect, improper as well as nigga backwards way to hustle too, cuz. I mean, we can show you how to stunt, my nah. Trust. But it ain't for you to say, for you to respect me. Fuck, nigga, fuck your respect, nigga. Who is you? So what you respect me? Nigga, respect yourself enough not to concern yourself with another nigga actions. Unless you need the smoke, my nigga. And we passed the smoke, yo. We passed the smoke. This is a new time, bro. You feel me? If we ain't taking it all the way there, then we moving in the wrong direction, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's now or never, do or die, my G. Real talk. We got so much to focus on building, my nigga. Focus on correcting. So focus on fucking building, teaching the proper structure. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna come down to a curriculum, bro. An everyday, step by step, right? 3 hours out the day need to be devoted on this day of the week to a group of this sort of people or this age of fucking young men. this amount of hours on this particular day of the week deserves to be devoted to a particular age group of young men, so as to how to learn how to build an engine. How to set concrete as a foundation for construction. Just cause you seven and happen to be a male. Yes? And when you become 14, 15, you gonna teach your sister how to. Cause you don't even know what you could know until you show.